Alright, welcome back YouTube to another quick little video. Why? Why? Why have they done this to my glorious king? Guys, Drx have announced that they will be dropping stacks for the upcoming split. Why? Why? Like, I genuinely do not get this, okay? Like, there's a couple reasons of which I think they've done this. Like, if you haven't read it already, after careful and lengthy consideration, Drx have made the difficult decision to replace Stax from the starting roster and bench status effective immediately. Stax will remain part of a Drx as they head into Stage 2, but is granted permission to seek new opportunities as a restricted free agent. I mean, I might contact Vision Strikers and fucking buy him myself, because, like, can we just look at Drx's stats for this split, okay? And you tell me, truthfully, from Stage 1 here, if you think that Stax is the issue with this roster, okay? Because I would argue he isn't. You managed to get first place seed in your group, and then you lost against PaperX 2-1 and Genji 2-1. So this isn't like a... How do I say this? I don't think this is a, wow, Stax, you're really letting the team down here, man. Get your ass out the building. I think it's just a case of... There's two things that I think this comes down to. I think Stax hasn't had the best performances, and he's really not enjoying IGLing, because we have to remember, like with Ethan, Stax isn't necessarily an IGL. Throughout so many interviews and videos of Drx and Stax and everything, Zest was the IGL. And I don't think Zest was doing very good at it, or Stax wanted to take over, but he's not an IGL from, like, birth, let's say. He was just an insane fragger, like, initiator, whatever you want to call it, and he sort of came into the IGLing role, but I don't think he likes it. I'm pretty confident I've seen countless articles and videos of him saying he doesn't like IGLing, but he does it for the team, and because it works. The only thing that I can think this comes down to is that either Termi has had an actual discussion with Stax and he's really noticed that he's not enjoying the role, or he's maybe not as good at it. But this puts Drx in such an awkward position, because not only did you have the full 5 roster with Flashback in it, and that didn't go very well as Flashback had, like, private issues back home or something, but then you've brought in Bane, and then somehow, miraculously, you've been able to get to the semi-finals, quarter-finals against PaperX. It was a relatively close game, like what, 6-13, 6-13, and then 13-10. So it's not an awful performance, and we've got to remember that PaperX are the best team in Pacific right now. And then you play against Genji, and this is even closer. So I'm baffled by the management of Drx, and I'm hoping that it's more of a case of Stax wants to step back, but I can't imagine him doing that. I can't imagine Stax going, yeah, I'm gonna just head out, guys, like, because that doesn't make any sense. And it's like, not Foxy9, sorry. If we look at Stax's stats, like, they aren't insane, but if he's IGLing, this is completely fine for an IGL. Like, you don't pick up Stax to drop 30 every game and, you know, really hard carry the team. You get him to call strats, and I think that Drx's, like, game plans and strats and everything looked great. This was a new iteration of Drx that, you know, with Bane coming in and, you know, lightening up the mood and everything, it should have been a lot more of a, damn, this is the new iteration. Just hold out and wait for champs, and we can do something. And I think my only other alternative, because there's no way you're able to bring in an IGL now. Like, in my mind, and this is a 50-50, I think Bane's going to IGL. I think Bane is going to IGL, because when you've heard about the backstory of Bane and how he's come into this team and really shifted up the atmosphere, it sounds like he can call. He's being extremely vocal, and he's lightening up the mood. And I think if that's the case, and, you know, some of the things I'm hearing, he possesses really, really strong qualities of a leader. It just depends if he can IGL a full team and not just like side call. And his stats are insane. He's been insane throughout this whole first split as a rookie. So it's going to be extremely interesting what Drx do now. But I actually think that you've almost shot yourself in the foot because you've got rid of your IGL, the guy that's been there since day dot. Like, what? He's been with this team since, like, 2020, no? Since 2020, he's been with Vision Strikers, and then Vision Strikers turned into DRX. So he's been with this organisation for 4 years, right? And you're now just going to tell me that we're going to drop him and expect Mako, Foxy, Buzz to just be able to go under a new IGL if you bring someone in? It makes no sense. I can only assume that they're going to bring maybe Flashback back? Flashback's coming in because of a contract thing, and then Bane's going to pick up IGL in, and I don't know. Like, to me, it doesn't make sense. You know, you've got your first game in 2 weeks against Zeta, so it'll be an interesting test to see how they go. But my God, man, what a sad day. My glorious King Stax has left DRX. I don't know. Where's he gonna go? Where is Stax gonna go? Because let's look at like Pacific real quick. What team can you possibly send Stax to? Like Team Secret? No. T1? I would say it's unlikely for the rest of this split. DFM? No. There's literally nowhere he can go, so he's just going to be sitting on the bench for... Unless he's on the bench and he's just going to say, right, you want to drop me? Yeah, you see how well you do without me. And if they do shit, then I guess he's going to come back in for next year. But... DRX, man, why? Why have you got to do this to me? Alright, that's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please like. I can't. I'm going to go drink myself dry tonight, I think. And just mourn the passing of Stax from DRX, I guess. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.